who is Kira? Major Kira Nerys, a Bajoran native, is one of the main protagonists in Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Kira has been portrayed by Nana Visitor since the series aired in 1993. Visitor plays an older Kira in Star Trek Lower Decks. Kira is a unique character that is more than just a first officer. She's a former freedom fighter, and she's a person of a deeply held faith. Kira's role as first officer is actually very different from the average Trek XO because she isn't Starfleet. She's actually part of the Bajoran militia, which is under the Bajoran provisional government, and acts as a liaison officer with first officer authority and responsibilities. She has to carry out the captain's orders and do personnel reviews like a Riker or a Ransom, but she also essentially has to help Starfleet and the provisional government work together. Her not being in Starfleet is particularly unique because she doesn't instantly trust Starfleet the way, say, a Riker does. This, of course, leads to some fun tension between Kira and the Starfleet crew, and especially between her and Sisko. There weren't many shows where you could have a female character argue with the lead character without it being, oh, they're just against them because they're evil, or insert appropriate word, but her arguing was none of that. Her arguing because she is someone that speaks her mind and doesn't put up with BS, much like your average tough good guy character. A lot of Kira's general selflessness and general badassery stems from her freedom fighting days in the Bajoran Resistance. Before Kira was living the sweet life aboard DS9 drinking Raktajino every day, she was fighting for her planet's freedom against the Cardassian occupation. As a resistance fighter, she was down in the dirt using guerrilla tactics against the Cardassians. Not only do we get to see flashbacks of this time and hear stories about it, but we get to see just how it shapes the Kira character. One of the most compelling aspects of this is Kira's relationship with the Cardassians. She starts off hating all Cardassians, and then slowly but surely starts to realize that they're not all evil. Eventually, she even works with Cardassians and shows them how to become resistance fighters. Much of her ability to retake the planet and overcome a lot of the emotional aftermath is her faith that she and her fellow Bajorans share. Kira's belief in the prophets, aka the wormhole aliens as the Starfleet folks like to say, is nearly unshakable. Yes, most Bajorans believe in the prophets, but not all to the same degree. It's easy to have faith when things are going well, but when things are bad, I'm talking your home planet being occupied by bad guys bad, it's much more difficult. For Kira, it wasn't. It was a thing that kept her going during the occupation and keeps her going through every hardship the DS9 crew faces. I really love that we get to explore that part of Bajoran culture through the Kira character. I also really appreciate how she talks about it with others. She doesn't force non-believers to convert, but instead says, hey, if you ever want to learn more about my faith, let me know and we can go to a service. I definitely want to do more videos on the subject.